Now we're going to create some assignments within our search segments. First thing I'll do is zoom into a search segment. We'll take segment A, and I'll turn off any base data in here. So looking at our topo map at the bottom, you can see that we have a trail coming through here, denoted by the little dotted line. The trail looks like it's right next to a creek. We have another creek or stream coming up this way. And trails and drainages obviously make good catchment areas for people and are very good search assignments. So what we're going to do is take advantage of some of this base data that we've got right here and buffer some of these features into search assignments. We can, of course, draw our own search assignments completely freehand, which we'll do next. So if I look at the trails that I have, yep, that was a trail coming down through here. I'll move the map over a little. So maybe I want to send a crew down here and build that into a search assignment. What I can do is start an editing session. I can select the trail. Now I need to turn that trail into an assignment. So to do that, I need to make sure assignments are turned on here. Because if assignments aren't turned on, I won't have a template to create my assignment with. So I've selected my trail. Next, I go up and to buffer and make sure the correct template is selected. I've only got one template selected here possible because there's only one polygon feature. So now this is a drainage. Sorry, this is a trail. How far off the trail do I want my team to search? Do I want them to stay right on the trail? More than likely they're shouting and cutting for sign and those sort of things. I can make it a little bit of a wider search assignment. So let's just buffer this, and the buffer distance is going to be in meters because we're working in UTM in meters. So how many meters off the trail do we want to search? Well, let's be, say, conservative and say 10 meters. Click OK. I've now just got a search assignment right along this trail right here. It's automatically numbered it as number 4 because we already have 3 assignments, so it'll increment that for us. So that's a search assignment created. If I next want to use some of these drainages, I can do so. Let's turn on the flow lines. Now the thing I do quite often on my maps when I'm creating things is I make layers selectable or not selectable. Because oftentimes you can be clicking, trying to get things selected, and you think you're selecting a drainage, and you're not selecting a drainage, you're selecting the trail. So Arc gives you a very good way to manage that in the selection, set selectable layers. As you can see, I've actually got all mine turned off except for trails right now. So I could unselect trails and just select the flow lines. So the only thing that I can select on this map now will be the flow lines. So there's a flow line right next to this trail. You've got all these flow lines that are being highlighted right here. If I hide my assignment for a moment, and let's hide the base map. So you can actually see all these flow lines that are all the drainages. They're all selectable and highlightable. I can't select the trail or anything else right now because I've set them as not selectable under the set selectable layers. So this stream is right next to this trail, part of this assignment. I could actually make all of this one assignment for that team, and maybe we can split some of those team members up. Some of them can stay in the drainage, some of them can stay on the trail, so we could do that. Or we could make it a separate search assignment. So let's just make it a new assignment. And what I would do is I'm going to hold the shift key down on the keyboard because you'll see how this is just a small segment of stream. It intersects with this segment, and you can just draw squares around these to join them together. So I can create this as a search assignment all the way through here, and we can select or unselect these portions. So let's make that an assignment. Edit buffer. Oops. I need to turn my assignments back on. Edit buffer. Let's make this, say, 15 meters. And I've now created another one. But you see what happened? Because I had all those different sections, it took every section and turned it into a search assignment. So I've got all these search assignments now that I don't really want. I want this to be one assignment. There's another tool on the editor to easily manage this. It's the merge tool. So these are all the assignments it created. It's everything I've got selected right now. So I can just select the lowest number, click OK, and it's just created one assignment now out of that, and it automatically incremented it to assignment number 5. So we'll go through that again because it's quite a lot of pieces. Um, Essentially what we're doing is we're selecting a feature, and this just happens to be a stream. It could be a trail, it could be a road, it could be any linear feature. I'll turn the map on again so you can see. So here's our drainage that we want to search. I'm just going to hold the shift key down. It's just so I can select multiple chunks of this drainage. So that's a search assignment that I now want a team to do. If I've got a bigger team, we can cover a wider swath, or they can go back up it and back down again. So what I'm going to do is buffer it, and we'll make this one bigger just so it's visually easy to see on the screen. Let's make it 50 meters. Okay. Again, it created all these different assignments for each segment we highlighted. The editor, merge them, and now I've got another search assignment right along that trail. Sorry, that stream. So we can, as you can see, you can very quickly and easily create search assignments for your teams, for your crews, just by using the buffer tool, and as necessary, the merge tool. This is again why it's really good to have a good set of base data for the areas that you're working in. Next, we'll talk about creating search assignments freehand.